Hello, how you guys doing? All right, I'm sure everyone can hear me. All right, welcome everyone to today's session. Today is not about learning something new, basically. Yeah, today is about fixing what's already broken. Today is about fixing what's already broken. So, a lot of traders blow their account not because of strategy, but because of some little mistakes that they make or some things that they don't take note of. That is why a lot of traders blow their accounts. All right. So today is about enlightening you guys, opening your mind up, and telling you about little mistakes that you guys make. Okay? Today's session is basically about awareness. Today's session is about awareness. All right. I know yesterday while we were on the call, on the live session, I due to technical issues so on, I was about showing you guys a new technique of or a technique that I usually use to calculate my risk management and using position sizing. I'll repeat that today after this brief session. This session is not going to be too long too. I'm going to repeat that today. We're going to repeat that today. So I welcome you guys once more. Okay, so let's begin. So, but before we begin, I just want to say this: this is not a session that I'm coming to roast anybody or abuse anyone. Basically, this session is basically for everyone to learn. Even me, like I said, we learn every day. I'm always learning. We learn together, and like we grow every day. So, if you're here, you're watching this session, that means you're learning, you're growing, you're evolving. You're trying to avoid those basic mistakes. All right. So that's the way we're going to start out today. Okay, just trying to make sure everything is perfect. I wouldn't want any. All right, so let's move on. So, but here's the hard truth, though. This is something I want to tell you guys. Um, some blown accounts, or most blown accounts, don't come from one bad trade or thereabouts. It's basically some kind of repeated mistakes that they make over and over again. You understand? So repeated mistakes that they don't take note of, and they keep doing it over and over again. That is how some blown account. They're basically leaking capital. You understand? So once your capital is leaking, your money is going, and gradually your accounts get empty, you blow your account. So today is about addressing all that and giving you guys enlightenment. Alright, so we've been talking about different things. On Monday, we started with structures. Tuesday, we did futures trading. Wednesday, uh, it was about what was it we did on Wednesday? What? Why am I forgetting about it? We did okay, Wednesday was about risk management. Yesterday was about entry models. Yes, entry models. Yesterday was about entry models and patience in entry. And today we're now talking about common mistakes people make. All right, so this session is just going to be quite educative as usual. And after this session, we'll go into the charts and I'll show you some techniques. I'll show you some what do you call it? The risk management strategy I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so we begin. Okay, I know I've said that a few times already. All right, as I was saying, yeah, today is not about learning something new. Today is about fixing what's already broken. Okay, this is a correction session. This is not a roast. This is not a blame session. If you see yourself in any of these mistakes today, that means you are learning. That means you are learning. That means you are learning. You don't fall off a cliff in trading. You leak capital slowly. What I just said a few moments ago. Most blown accounts come from repeated small mistakes. I'll say that again. Most blown accounts come from repeated small mistakes. You don't fall off a cliff in trading, you leak capital slowly. Okay?
What's magic? What's magic?
Alright, let's start with the few mistakes. So this is the first one. Symptom one. Oversizing. 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 I'm sure we all know what oversizing is. If it's too big for your account, you understand? If it's too big for your emotions, if a single trade can emotionally ruin your day, then your size is too big. If a single trade can emotionally ruin your day, then your size is too big. Let's pause and assimilate that. Alright. If a single trade can emotionally ruin your day, then your size is too big. Too big for your account, too big for your emotions. Many people, because they want to make profits, they want to make quick profits. Maybe they have a $10, $20 account, especially here in Nigeria. We have a $10, $20 account, and boom, you probably use half of that account, which is 50% of the $10 account on a particular trade. That trade is, you're oversizing there, and it will ruin you. It will ruin you badly. So you need to avoid that. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. I'll get to that. But don't be greedy. Oversizing is not just greed. Someone has maybe $1,000 account and is entering a trade with $500. Oh no, no, no. Okay, wrong now. As how? That's not. It's not a thing to do. It's totally wrong. So oversizing should be avoided. If a single trade can emotionally ruin your day if it goes against you, then your size is too big. That's one symptom, one mistake people make. Alright. If a single trade can emotionally ruin your day, then your size is too big. Okay? Alright. The prescription for that symptom, the 2% rule. Risk 1 or 2% of your account, no exceptions. You understand? Risk 1 or 2% of your account, no exceptions. $1,000 account, if you're risking, you want to risk $1,000, and what is 1 or 2% of $1,000 account? 1% is $10, 2% is $20. That is what you should do. I know I've said I risk up to $5. That's me. You understand? But as a beginner coming up, I said, and did I say $5? 5% of my account. I meant to say 5% of my account. But that's me. But for you guys, anyone that's a beginner, 2% is fine. You understand? And as you go, once you start getting those trades right, once your strategies starts working out for you and you win, you have a 7% win rate, then you can tweak it to 5%. You understand? So, but I do 5%. Basically, going to trade with something you can afford to lose. That is just what we're trying to say here. Something that will not afford to lose. Something that once you lose it, you wouldn't feel bad. But even though your strategy. If your strategy works, you can make good profit. All right. So that is just it. That is just it. Risk 1 to 2% of your account, no exception. Your confidence does not increase your allowed risk. You dey hear now? Your confidence don't increase your allowed risk. Your confidence does not increase your allowed risk. Your confidence does not increase your allowed risk. Okay? So let's calm down. Think about that. Watch that. Mm-hmm.
Most magic.
All right. Moving on to the next thing. Trading without a defined exit point. This is another symptom. No stop loss. Basically, no stop loss. You are trading without a defined exit point, or worse, moving the stop to avoid the loss. When you move your stop, you are no longer trading. You are negotiating with fear. All right. When you move your stop, you are no longer trading. You are negotiating with fear. Hmm. Trading without a defined exit point or like and moving the stop to avoid. This is a symptom. Alright. You must have a stop loss, and once you put your stop loss there, then you leave it there. When you move your stop, you're no longer trading, you're negotiating with fear. That's just it basically. I see a lot of traders do this. Too much fear. Yes, and it's something that you can afford to lose. Put a stop loss and let it go. Let the trade go. Let the trade flow. Let the trade run. Let the trade run. Alright? Avoid these mistakes, guys. What is a prescription? Prescription, invalidation before entry. You guys understand that? Invalidation before entry. Decide where you are wrong before you enter the trade. Decide where you are wrong. If you cannot define the invalidation point, you do not enter the trade. No clear stop, no trade. No clear stop loss, no trade. Decide where you are wrong before you enter the trade. If you cannot find the validation point, do not enter the trade. Do you understand, guys? Prescription is invalidation before entry. Decide where you are wrong before you enter the trade. If you do not define the validation points, you do not enter. No clear stop, no trade. Okay?
Most magic.
Let's sing that in. Oh,
Most magic. magic.
All right, symptom P, over trading. What did I
Moose
say?
magic.
Over trading.
Moose magic.
Symptom 3, over trading. Too many clicks. You're trading too many times. Why are you over trading? You understand? I really, me, I do. Like I always said before, like I said a while back when we were doing futures trading and risk management. You don't. You need to have a trading plan. You understand? You need to have trading discipline. You need to have trading rules, or rules that you keep to every day, rules that you must keep to every day. You write it down in your booklet and said, okay, if I do like me, if I don't do more than 3 to 4 trades in a day, you understand? I write it down. So if no matter what happens, no matter what happens, whether the trade goes, whether I get a profit from the trade or it goes sideways and I get a loss, no matter what happens, no more than four, no more than 4 to 5 trades a day. That is my own rule. That is my own rule. So you don't overtrade, okay? There are many rules. You can create a rule for yourself. You understand? So you don't overtrade. You know what your capacity is. You know your bank account. You know the kind of bank account, or you know what your assets are, and then you decide on what rule will work best for you. All right. So overtrading is not good, or going into too many trades at the same time. You understand? You're on a BTC, you're on an Ethereum trade, you're on this trade, you're on that trade. Uh-uh. Don't do more than 2 to 3 trades at a time. I hear some people going doing 8 trades at a time. I've seen that before. It's not good. It's not good. So just 2 to 3 trades at a time is fine. Okay? Like I said, for me, I don't do more than 5 trades a day. I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. So it's left for you. Do not overtrade. Too many trades, too many mistaking activity for productivity. You're basically mistaking activity for productivity. Okay? Too many trades, too many clicks. Mistaking activity for productivity. Overtrading is what happens when boredom meets access. Alright? Overtrading is what happens when boredom meets access. When boredom is accessible to you, that's what happens over trading. One board, you just decide to just enter trade anyhow, spontaneously. You understand? It's very, very wrong. You guys need to calm down. You need to calm down. Over trading is never advisable. Over trading is never advisable. Okay? That's symptom 3. And what are the prescriptions that prescription? Fewer trades, higher quality. You can see that. Professional restraint. Have that professional restraint. Trade fewer, but at least higher quality trades. Don't rush into trades. Yeah? Prescription, professional restraint, fewer trades, higher quality trades. Alright? Trade less, trade fewer. Your edge shows up really. Respect that. Okay? Fewer quality trades. Alright? Like I said, the market is not your friend. Take your time, analyze properly, and do fewer trades. Alright? So let's start thinking. Let's pause. All right. All right. What is symptom four? This one, this one definitely destroys account quality. Right. This one is one of the biggest. This is one of the very very silent killers. Revenge trading. After a loss, an immediate and urgent need to enter a new trade in an attempt to force the market to pay you back. This is what they call revenge trading. After a loss, an immediate and urgent need to enter a new trade in an attempt to make the market force you back. Revenge trading is not about money, it's about ego. It dey pain you say you lose that trade. Alright, that maybe your analysis you made a mistake, your analysis was totally wrong and the trade went sideways. It didn't go your way and you're angry at the market. That's where your emotions come in and you want to revenge trade. Don't do that. Don't do that. Very, very wrong. You just kill yourself. You run yourself down. It's not going to work. All right. The market will eat you up. You just blow your account. Maybe your papa get the market. I don't want to tell you this thing. Maybe your papa get the market. It's not your father that owns the market. The market will eat you up. It's not anybody's friend. So avoid revenge trading. After a loss, just calm down. Go and sit back. Look back test, check what went wrong. What did you miss? How did you make that mistake? What you should do next time so that you wouldn't repeat that same mistake. That is how you learn. That is how you grow. Avoid revenge trading. Avoid revenge trading. It's one of the silent killers, man. This one destroys accounts quietly. Alright. Avoid revenge trading. You're just trying to be right again. It's, like I said, it's about ego. Don't do that. Don't do that. Avoid revenge trading. You just mess yourself up big time. Okay. And what's the prescription for revenge trading? Mandatory distance. Like I said, after a loss, pause. Take a step away from the screen. Breathe. Do you understand? Mandatory distance. After a loss, pause. Take a step away from the screen. Breathe. The market will still be there. The market no dey run now. The market still dey there. It's not running away. The market will still be there. After a loss, I'll repeat again. Mandatory distance. After a loss, pause. Step away from the screen. Breathe. Like I said, the market will still be there. Market will still be there. Alright. All right, let's move on to the next symptom. All right, strategy hopping, adopting a new strategy every week, searching for a perfect system that has no losses. This is this is one that people do a lot. You're trying to adopt a new strategy every week. You're changing. Today is ICT. Tomorrow it's what they call it, SMC. Next tomorrow is this is that. You try and just avoid changing, hopping from strategy to strategy every other day. Every other day. Just try and stop it. Alright, it's not a nice thing to do. Okay, it's not a nice thing to do. Just stick with one strategy, perfect that strategy, learn, grow, evolve, be good at what you're doing. Alright? And that strategy will help you. Okay? That strategy will help you out. Just be good. Pick one that you love. Like for me, I always say this, my favorite or the one I chose to to be perfect in is SMC, smart money concepts. There's also the ICT concept. There's the Y core concept. There are lots of strategies out there. So people just do support and resistance, breakout and all that. So there are lots of things you can learn, but pick one strategy and focus on it. Be good at it. Be one of the best at it. And definitely one word. There is no 100% strategy out there. There is no 100%. All the strategies, there will be losses. There will definitely be losses. So, to evolve, to grow, learn, stick with one particular strategy. So that's one symptom. Adopting a new strategy every week and searching for a perfect system that has no losses. You will just kill yourself. I mean, one wine, you will just kill yourself. You're not feeling the strategy, you are feeling consistency. Okay? People have seen a lot of traders do this a lot. If you know the strategy, is that strategy. If you know the strategy, is that strategy. You just be jumping from place to place. What is it? Stick to one, man. Just stick to one. Just stick to one. Just stick to one. All right. So this is a symptom. Let's see the solution or the prescription. Like I said, prescription commits to mastery. It's just best way to put it. Commit to mastery. Stick to one model, one framework. Mastery requires repetition. Repetitive. You understand? Mastery requires repetition. Stick to one model, one framework, and you're good. Mastery requires repetition. Depth beats novelty. All right. So, guys, this is just the way to get. So, it's something that I actually for me, I didn't make this mistake because I think I had a good mentor that taught me that hey, there are lots of strategies in this trading thing. So, since I was just getting in that, and he just told me, say, my guy, just pick one strategy that you like, focus on that one strategy that you feel is more successful than the rest, or one strategy that just resonates with you. Focus on it and become a master at it. You can never get 100%. You understand? So, but at least you could get 60 to 70% profitable trades from a particular strategy, a very good working strategy. Focus on that one. And if your profitability outweighs your losses, what more do you want? Understand? So that's just the way to go. That's how to do it. So pick a strategy, stick to it, focus on that strategy, and the sky is the starting point. You'll be a very profitable trader. Like I said, I also started like I always use myself as an example. I actually just started trading not too long ago. That's trading futures not too long ago, learning technical analysis. So, but I decided that okay, SMC was my thing, and that's what I'm going to focus on. I'll become a master at it. I'll become better at it, and look at where we are right now. Okay, so just guys, focus on that. Okay, focus on one strategy. Depth beats novelty. Depth beats novelty. Alright, I'll pause. Let let that sink in. Let it get into your head. All right. All right, moving on. Your treatment plan for trainer trading. All right, look at this. Never exceed. Look at it. Few steps. All right. So that the mistakes you need to avoid. All right. Never exceed 1 to 2% risk per trade. Like I said, me, I usually do at least at most 5%. So, but beginners don't do more than 1 to 2%. All right. As you get better, you can increase your stakes to 5%. All right. Never do more than 1 to 2% per trade. Invalidation. Define your stop loss before you enter any trade. No exceptions. Always have your stop loss when you're getting into a trade. Define your stop loss before you enter any trade. No exceptions whatsoever. Have patience. Wait for high quality setup. Don't just jump into trades. Eh? Eh? You jump into 10 trades at a time. You blow your account now. Look for high quality trade setups. Wait, be patient. Patience is very key. That's how you get successful in trading. You need to be patient. Alright. Fewer trades are better. That's just it. Fewer trades are better. Fewer high quality trades. Like I said, I made it my thing not to do more than 4 to 5 trades a day. At most five. And at the moment, I don't do more than 2 to 3 trades at a time. I even prefer just doing one trade. Let that one trade run. Then if I see another setup, I can put it. But not more than 2 to 3 at a time. Then for the whole day, no more than 5 trades. I don't want to blow my accounts now. All right, discipline. Pause and step away after every significant loss. If you have a loss, just pause and step away. No revenge trading, please. Don't jump back in because of your ego. The market has stepped on your ego and you want to revenge. The market will chop you. They will chop you. You understand? The market is not easy. You know, you get your market. Maybe your papa get market. They will chop you. All right. Avoid revenge trading. Avoid revenge trading. Pause and step away after every significant loss. Consistency, commit to one strategy and master it. I'll repeat it again. Commit to one strategy and master it. Commit to one strategy and master it. That's just it. Commit to one strategy and master it. Commit to one strategy and master it. So, guys, just assimilate this before we get to the charts. I have one final thing to say before we enter the charts and start doing some things. All right, so fixing mistakes is easier than finding an edge. All right, so let me end with this week. You don't need to be perfect to succeed in trading, basically. You just need to try and avoid some very silly mistakes. You understand? Try and avoid some very silly mistakes. Be consistent with your strategy, and you'll be fine. You'll be totally fine. You'll be totally fine. Fixing mistakes is easier than finding an edge. All right? Fixing mistakes is easier than finding an edge. All right, so this is the end of our educative session. We now move on to the next thing. Let's enter the charts. I'll show you a new risk management method. Not a new one, it's been there actually, but I'll show you my own style and how you can apply that to your own self. All right. So while I redo that, let me see. Hmm. Good candle. Mm-hmm. Obviously. Same thing with BTC. Yeah, okay, no, no, this is it. Guys, just hold on. I'm back. Let me just take a water break. All right, so let's quickly do something. Let me open my notes so that I can show you guys the way type there. I'm just I'm just trying to check out if I should use this or I should just maybe I'll just type. I think that would be easier for me. That's it. Close.
FOMO's magic.
So you just continue from here. Alright, so this is what we did.
FOMO's magic.
This is what we did some days ago. So let me show you another position sizing method.
Magic.
Alright. So how to calculate our position size once we've gotten our values for whatever trade we want to do. Alright. So down here,
Mouse magic.
alright, so position
Mouse magic. Mouse magic.
position size. This is the formula equals risk in dollars divided by divided by stop loss percentage.
Mouse magic.
Stop loss percentage. Now, how do you get our stop loss percentage? Basically, you know what your risk. Your risk in dollars is what the amount you are. That's your margin. What you can afford to risk per trade. Like I said, you want 2%, but let's just do 5% for this example. 5%. So I always go with 5% most times. So if you have $100 account, maybe what is it? 5% of $105. So that's what your position size. That means that's what your risk in dollars is. Then your stop loss percentage. Let me show you how to calculate your stop loss percentage. Even though there are ways you can do it, but let's just do the manual way first before we now go to the easier ways to do it. All right. Sorry, I was supposed to type stop loss percentage equals to, if we are doing if we are going long, all right, our stop loss percentage is, if we are going long, our stop loss percentage is, let me entry is equals to entry minus All right, guys. So I just want to take time to write it down for you guys so you can understand. All right. So now position size. This is our new. This is the new, or this is the method I usually use to calculate my position size and lock in my position size. Whatever trade, no matter the this works for no matter the leverage I use, my position size will be locked in. So it's the amount I want to lose that I will lose. I'll show you how to impute your position size. All right. So position size is equal to risk in dollars divided by stop loss percentage. Now, how do you calculate your stop loss percentage? All right, your stop loss percentage is for a long, it's your entry minus stop loss divided by entry. Then once you've gotten that answer, you now multiply by 100 to get your percentile. All right. So for a short, stop loss percentage in short is stop loss minus entry divided by entry times 100. Okay, I didn't put the times here. So this is the formula, basically. This is the manual formula. So your once you get your signal, or once you get your to do your analysis and you've gotten your price points, your entry, your stop loss, your profit targets and all that, then you use this to calculate your um your position size. Alright. So now let's do a brief calculation. Using this limit order for short sale equity USDT. This is just a sample, just to calculate it here. Alright. Then later I'll show you guys how we're going to fill it in. Or let's just do that. Hmm. So our position size for this example above that we already calculated the limit order. What was our risk? What did we decide to risk there? Understand? Decide to risk $200. We already calculated the risk here. You can see the risk here. Risk in dollars is 2% of $10,000. That's $200. All right. So we're risking $200. $200 divided by our stop loss percentage. Now, what's our stop loss percentage? Let's calculate that. Stop loss percentage is like from our formula. Since this is a short, we'll be doing stop loss minus entry divided by entry times 100. So what is our stop loss? Our stop loss, our SL is 1.746. 1.746. Now 1.746 minus our entry. What was our entry? 1.716 minus 1.716, which is equals to, that's now, sorry, I'll do like this so that it should be clear. Divided by the entry. And what's the entry again? 1.716. 1.716 times all of this times 100. All right, so I'm on my calculator up now. So 1.746 minus, sorry, 1.746 minus 1.716 is equals 0.03. All right, 1.716, 746 minus 1.716 equals to 0.03 divided by 1.716. All right, you can see. Okay, you can see. So this is now equals to, sorry, 0.0175. That is the answer. 0.0175. That's the answer for this calculation up there. It's gonna be times 100 to get the percentile, which is equals to basically times 100. So the percentage will be 1.7, sorry, yeah, 1.75%. So this is our stop loss percentage, 1.75%, 1.75%. And if you notice, if you are seeing our limit order here, APT USDT, we had the entry, we had the TP, we had the SL. Already, if people are sending you signals, already some people will send you the stop loss percentage because it's very, very important for such kind of calculations. Alright. Already in front, you can see that the stop loss percentage that I was putting in front of the SL was 1.748, which is approximately 1.75%. Like I just did the calculation now. Alright, 1.75%. So that means we are on the right track. Alright, that means we are on the right track. Okay, so now position size is now to calculate the position size. Is now equals to $200 divided by 1.75%. Alright, which is the same thing as saying $200 divided by 0. You know what it is now. You convert the 100 to this thing, 0.0175. That's what it means. 0.0175. That's what it means. So we'll now get our position size to be, let's do the maths. $200 divided by 1.75%. So our position size is $11,428. 11,428.57 dollars. Now this is where we put in. This is what it is this value we're going to put in. Let me show you. Now let's go to LBank platform. Like I said, if you're new here, you have to. My platform of choice is LBank. Go register for LBank with our link. Go register for LBank with our link. LBank is the best trading platform currently. Go register. They offer the cheapest, and if you use my special link, you get 50% rebate on all the trades. 50% rebate on all your trades. So go use my special link and register for LBank, and you're good. You get 50% rebate on all trades. Alright, so So now here it shows walkthrough. Okay, let me just go impute those values for APT. What was the where is it again? Okay. APT USDT. Let's search for APT USDT. APT. There you are. Does it load? My network seems to be slow, but let's just give it a while, a moment. Oops. All right. So let's just see. Um, all right. So let's just play around. This is like fictional figures, though. Though this trade had already closed a while back. This was like 3 to 4 days ago trade. But let's just use it for our examples now. So once you're using position sizing, I can afford, because I'm locking in a particular amount, I can afford to increase the leverage to the highest, and it shouldn't affect me because basically the amount I'm locking in is already locked in. So it doesn't care how much how many leverage I use here. Alright, so I can afford to increase the leverage to the highest. I confirm that. I'll show you why. Because I'm basically showing you how to enter trade now. Hasn't it changed? Aha, change them. Alright. So we are doing a limit. Here it says 1.7. Where is our 1.716 is our entry. Entry price 1.716. Then this is where we're going to put our position size. This is where we're going to put our position size. So here it's showing in quantity. That's we can get the quantity. That's equivalent of that. I'll show you how to use TradingView later, where we can use in TradingView to get these figures. Right? If we want to get the quantity in APT, but now we are using the cost value. Okay. When you can see, please enter your contract quantity unit APT. When applying cost value, the opening cost does not change with the leverage. You see that? Alright, so you want to use this. Alright, so what was our resulting 11,428.57? You see, 11,428.57 USDT. Do you see that? That's what we're using. Then we now go to, we click on TPXL. I love using advanced. Just come here, click advanced. And since we are going short, I always love changing this to by P&L. Change it to by P&L. Confirm this one to by P&L. Confirm. You should do just like that so you don't get confused. So trigger price for take profit. Now, normally I always start with stop loss. Stop loss is the most important. So you see how much, the amount of money you're going to lose. The amount of money you're going to lose is going to reflect here. Alright, so let's do that. If we did our calculations right, we shouldn't lose more than $200. The position size, what was the 1.746? 1.746. Okay, let's see what is this showing. Come on, let me see something. Maybe I'm missing something, but let me see. 1.746, which is 1.548. Let me check something.
Flame on. Flame on. Flame on.
Aha, finally we got it. Alright, so I was mixing it up.
Flame on.
When you come here, okay, let me confirm. I'll show you.
Flame on.
Alright, so let me start from the beginning and show you what I missed. Alright, so put it in cross trade. Basically, why I say use cross trade, even as big. I know I said beginners should use isolated margin, but now I thought about it and I'll correct myself. The one is going to mistakes. Um, initially, usually say beginners should use isolated margin. But now I say you should use cross margin, especially those of you that come in with small amount of margins, a small amount of money to trade with. You understand? So if you don't have liquidity, you should go in with cross margin because cross margin gives you option. It makes your liquidation um it makes your liquidation points far away from your entry. You understand? So your liquidation price is always going to be far away from your entry price. It makes it farther because the cross margin makes it easier and gives more space for your trades. You understand? It gives more space. It gives more. I don't know what the word to use now, but basically that's what it is. Um, if you use isolated margin, your liquidation this thing becomes really, really small. I only advise you use isolated margin if you don't want to use overtime. Those are for people that you have very, very large accounts. You understand? People that use thousands of dollars and above. I just want to enter trading with just $100 for them to retain money. Then you don't need to put stop loss because it's the $100 you want to risk for that particular trade. Okay, it's the $100 you want to use for that particular trade. So yeah. So as a cross margin, then if we are using this position size, that is what I'm doing. The leverage really doesn't matter because you are locking in the amount you want to lose. And they have already said, okay, you can afford to lose. Like me, I can afford to lose $200 for this trade. I can afford to lose $200 for this trade. All right. So you can increase it to the highest. Me, I prefer increasing it because it gives. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. When you're using position sizing, just increase it to the highest. That's what I was just saying. Just increase it to the highest. Your leverage, it wouldn't affect you. Alright, so our limit price was the entry price was doing limits, not market order. The entry price was 1.76. Alright. Then our nominal here, I think this is what confused me. Alright. Instead of using nominal value, I need to use cost value. When applying cost value, the opening the nominal value is when using. I didn't read this initially. When using the market value of the underlying asset, because we want it's either you use this or this. Don't use this. All right. We're using the nominal value. So it's either use the amount in quantity of this, of which I'll show you how to do it on TradingView. TradingView basically shows the amounts in this particular. That's the amount of APT. If it's BTC, to be the amount of BTC. Alright. If it's Ethereum, it will be the amount of Ethereum. So you can either use this or this. But since position size we are calculating it in dollars, you notice our position size that we calculated here was 11,428.57. So we'll come here and change it to nominal. When using the market value of the underlying asset, the opening cost changes with leverage. So it is the maximum, the most important is the market value of the underlying asset. That is what I missed there. So I'm using the nominal value. Nominal value is 11,000. 11,000 what again? 428, right? Yeah, $428.57. $57. That's what we are using. Alright, that's what we're using. Then we now go to we click on TPXL. Please avoid this slider when you're doing your calculation. Just avoid it. It's better you come in and put in the figures here and do your trades. It's better you come in and put in the figures here and do your trades. Avoid this slider. Let me use my native dialect. Alright. So you click on the TPXL. Come here. Advanced. So we are opening shorts. You know, this is the option for long. So make sure if it's short, make sure you come and click on shorts. By default, it opens long. It goes to long. So if you are doing shorts, you have to come and click on shorts. Don't make that mistake. If you get your calculations wrong, and you could blow your account. Now, small thing they blow people accounts, personal accounts for trading. A very small thing. So you might do it wrong. So you come and click on short, then you put in the first. I always avoid the first thing you put is your stop loss, so that you know how much you're losing. So if you put your stop loss and you change it to by PNL, that's by profit and loss basically. So it will now show you how much you will lose in this trade. You know, initially we said we are risking $200. That was our calculation, right? $200. That was our risk, $200 for this trade. Alright, so coming here now, you can see if the trade goes sideways, what are we going to lose? 199.8 USDT. That's what it's showing us here. So that's approximately $200. USDT. So always come and check this first. Alright, so we'll be losing $200 if this trade goes sideways, and we are fine with that. We are totally fine with that. And if it goes our way, you can see our take profit is 1,118 USD. It shows you what you will get from this trade. Do you understand? You can see when the last price reaches 1.548 USD, the market order will be triggered with an estimated profit of plus. This is the percentage PNL, percentage profit and loss. And the same with the stop loss. So when the stop loss, see it here, when it reaches minus 131% down here, it triggers and it takes us out of the market. That means we have reached our $200 limit. Is this understood? I guess you understand it. I guess you understand. So we click on confirm. Click on confirm. Then we now click on open short. Your order price has been triggered. Has triggered a Alright, so that information just telling that it has triggered a limit. Now, always come and check this before you finally confirm your trade. Alright, this is one thing I want to say. Check if all the numbers, all the inputs were correct. Here, entry price 1.716. The nominal value was 11,428 USDT. Type limit. This is our margin. Right? It gives it's using in the, if you notice, if I reduce the leverage, this margin here will increase. Do you understand? The margin here will increase. So why I like using high leverage is because the margin reduces here. Alright, for position sizing. Then see our estimated liquidation price. Always check, this is very important. Always come and check your estimated liquidation price. What is the estimated liquidation? For a short like this, your estimated liquidation price should always be higher, like always be higher than your stop loss. Now, what is our stop loss? SL 1.746. It's 3.2 higher than 1.746. Yes, then our calculations is correct. If you're in short, if your estimated liquidation price is lower than your stop loss, then your calculations are totally wrong. Alright. If this is lower in short sale, then your calculations are totally wrong. So everything else is set, then you can now click on confirm. Once you click on confirm, you can hear it made that sound. It goes to position. Alright. Sorry, it goes to orders. But because this trade has already been triggered in the past, you can see it's already reading itself. Alright. So since this is just a tentative trade, it was just a fictional, I'll just close this for now. So that's that for position size. So let me show you how we can do it on TradingView. Okay, easier way if you know how to use your TradingView. So we're talking about APT USDT.P. All right. So if you get those figures, I'll bring on my short position size in my short too. Alright, so what were the values? Now for the short position, so you want an easier method. If you don't want to do the whole long calculations that will take a while, you get confused, and you might just want to use the short position. So alright, you go on your trading view, you go to APT USDT. Alright, you can actually do this on LBank too, but let's do it here first. You come to settings. And ignore this one, lot size. So now, what are we risking? $200, right? Yeah, that's what we're risking. Entry price, remember our entry price was 1.0 again. Entry price 1.716, stop loss 1.746. Stop loss 1.746. Profit level, as I'll take profits. You can see, take note. Profit level 1.548. It has changed again. 1.54. Yes. 1.7. 1.746. Alright, I think our values are correct. Everything is safe. All you have to do is just to come and put your risk 200, then put the entry price, your take profit, which is the profit level, and your what do you call it, stop loss. Click on OK. Let's see what it will be showing us. 1.7 1.7 1.5 yeah. Alright. So once you input those parameters to your tool, you can see this region here is for the stop loss. You can see how small it is. If you look and see our risk to reward 5.6 down here, all the way down here, all the way down. Oh my god. Alright. So when you come here, this particular box that you can see my cursor on, you can see quantity 5827.506. Alright, 587. That is where you can impute your quantity. Alright, you come here to your LBank account and you can change this from nominal value to amount. Like this is the amount. It should not be equivalent of that particular amount that we put before. But the most accurate one that we love using is the nominal value. Alright, so I'll still leave it at nominal value. If you want to go that way, you now change it to amount and put this there. Alright. Then on the easier way, here you can get your stop loss percentage. It's already calculated for you, right? By the formula. See your stop loss percentage. Alright, simple and easy. So your risk $200, $200 divided by stop loss percentage. See it here written on stop here. See it 1.7. So this is how we get our stop loss percentage. It's already calculated for us here on TradingView. Alright, it's already up there. So you just divide your risk by your stop loss percentage. And because you're this and then this shows us details about our targets and all that. So that is how to use TradingView to get your risk, your position size. Alright. And like I said, yeah, excuse me guys, I'm really tired now. So that's that for the position sizing and how to enter the. So let me just see if I can find a good trade and good analysis. Let me see if we can analyze and get to something good. But before that, just a moment. Let me see if I can see what's happening on the page.
Flame on. 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 Flame on.
Overeating and flow. rhythm and flows.
Guys, sorry I've not said anything since. Basically just studying the markets. I'm trying to see if I can find a good setup.
Loud one.
Alright, guys. I'm guessing I have to stop here for today. We'll continue either tomorrow or next week. Thanks for tuning in. This is Sesky Trades. I love you guys.
Most magic.